you're allowed to defend your value. I know with all this NAR, things out there and the legalities and all of this, and Maps Coaching's probably getting scared anything I say moving forward from this exact moment. But remember, we've always been negotiating our compensation. Everything, of course, is always negotiable. But if you don't want to negotiate on your value, you do not have to. You just have to make sure the client knows that you're allowed to walk away. They're allowed to walk away, right? But you don't have to do anything if you don't feel it's worth your time, energy, effort, and value package that you're providing, right? So we got to make sure that we're clear on that. And then lastly, we don't provide options. We're delivering a one-size-fits-all service program. All right. So let's talk about ways to solve that. All right. So when we look at this, we're going to talk about strategy number one, which is custom value packages. Right. So when we think about a custom value package, what we want to think about is going, look, I may have a client that just wants the bare bones package. They just want to be on the MLS. They want me to handle the negotiations. They want me to do A, B, C, D. Then you might have another package for a client where they're going, okay, look, they have different needs, right? They maybe need cleaning services, a home warranty, a stager, this or that. So now I have a second tier, which is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, right? And then we've got the package that, is our creme de la creme. It's the perfection package, and it's got A to Z, and it's power packed with all of these different items. So as you're joining us today, I want you to think about this, right? I want you to think about taking a piece of paper, right? Take a blank piece of paper if you're not driving right now. And I want you to go from left to right on that piece of paper in kind of a landscape format. And I want you to think about what are your basic level of services and what would you be willing to charge for that? Then your next upgraded services. And then lastly, your Mac Daddy package, right? The Mac Daddy package that is just, basically you do everything. And then here's the thing I want you to think about. We're going to show you an example of this in just a moment. And then think about your profit margin that you need to make for you, your family, taxes, all of that, that you would feel comfortable with for each package. And that's how you determine what you're going to charge to someone, whether on the buy side or on the list side, right? Now, I'm going to use a list side example for the time that we have today, but you can easily do this on the buy side as well, especially, with buyers paying our buy side compensation, or, if it's going to be worked into the seller negotiation, all of that. But people have different needs. They may require different options and levels of services. Okay, so let's see what that looks like at full speed. Now, if in our world, would I call it the gold, platinum, double platinum package? No, that's your decision to make. This is just for the example of doing this, right? You can come up with these names. Companies all across the country do the same thing, right? Anything that you're looking at, you can get a standard model Mercedes, you can get a Mercedes with a few bells and whistles, and you can get a Mercedes that is macked out, decked out, got everything on it. It practically, holds your hand, right? I was trying to be PC, right? It does all of these things. That's how this looks because you have a different consumer. So gold package number one, right? Maybe you're just going to market to the MLS. You're going to do the open houses. You're going to, put it for sale sign. You're going to do digital sign writer, professional photography. Maybe that's what you're going to do in that package. Then you start looking at, okay, that's standard. Now I add on the extra things. Now these are all just samples. Every market's different. I completely understand there's different things that you can offer, right? You see home warranty on there. You see virtual tour videos. Here's the lie that we tell ourselves. Some of us make our one size fits all package and we go, everybody needs all of this stuff and that's it. Now, I'm going to tell you in another strategy here in a second, there's two different things. You can go value packages, or you can sell a program that solves the seller problems that you believe in. And then you do have one package that you know is going to fit almost 100% of the people. And if they don't like that strategy, then you customize it if you need to along the way. But if you're doing this in full time, right, and you're looking at these packages, as you get to that luxury, right, now that luxury package can include maybe a fix and list option where you're going to put $2,000 down towards doing repairs and custom, cosmetic items and helping them make their property look better and cleaner and fresher. You could have full staging services. You could have all of these extra things that you want to add on there. So as you look at these three, I want you to think about what would you charge, how much would your cost be, excuse me, to service each one of these packages, and then how much do you need to make in profit to deliver them? And when we think about profit, right, I always try to look at going, I need a 4x return minimum on anything that I'm offering, right? A 4x return on anything I'm offering. So everything that we go up in our compensation model, we need to look at delivering that in that mindset. But you are your own business owner. You can make that decision yourself and structure it however you see fit. Okay. So when we're looking at this, we have to be very clear once we decide what our packages are, how are we going to present them to the client? Right? Because so much of what we do is we're on Shark Tank every single day, right? We're on Shark Tank. When we meet with a seller or buyer, we're pitching those sharks to buy our product, to invest in our product. Our product happens to be ourselves and our value package and our service that we're providing, right? So there's ways to do this. Now, I've had agents that they take all of the individual items that they do and they have them on little 3x5 card laminated pieces, and they lay them all out and they go, so here's the entire package. And they lay everything out on the table in front of the client. And they go, now, if you're not wanting that package, when we start pulling away things, right, this gets us down to our second package. If we start pulling these away, it gets us down to our base model package. And usually the client's going to go, wait. I don't know if I want you to take that away. If you're able to explain the value of the things that you're delivering and how it's going to net them the most money possible, right? How it's going to net them the most money possible. Now, that all becomes your presentation skills, right? So you can either do the takeaway method, you can have this detailed out in a brochure, right? In a nice brochure, and you go, here are the three packages that I offer. They're all amazing. Most of the clients that I work with go with package number, whatever, if you want to do the middle package, and if you feel that that's your kind of, go-to package, right? They feel they like this one the most. That's what most clients go with. Because think about it, you pitch that to your client and they're looking at you going, everyone in their brain immediately goes, I don't want the cheapest, but I also don't want the most expensive. So what am I going to do? So think about your middle package if you're going to offer this type of strategy, being that one that A, makes you the most money for your time, effort, and energy, and two, of course, delivers the most overall value to the client. And then if there's the budget or the luxury, person, and I hate to say luxury, it's not the luxury, it's the person that wants all the bells and whistles, you can go that route. So that's how we think about value packages, and that's why they're so important. Now, the second strategy is, and let me go back to this, because sorry, I just want to finish this one thought because I almost forgot about it. Now, remember, we want to make more money for every deal that we do. So if you're thinking about how you're going to offer your compensation on this, and I'm not going to say set numbers, let's just say that you're charging 3 bananas for option 1, 4 bananas for option number 2, and 5 bananas for option number 3, right? So 3, 4, 5 banana offering is what we're looking at here. Got to be careful with anything I say lately, right? 3, 4, 5 banana option, right? If you think about 5 bananas, right? And you're looking at it being two more bananas than your standard package, how much more of that is going to come to you in revenue and then also, right, be acceptable to the client and feeling that the value is there. So again, this is all up to you. You are the business owner. You get to decide exactly how you want to structure this. But the days of some of the old school things of just going, I've got one thing and this is what it is, and that's what I do, and it's a challenge. It's a challenge. Now, do I know tons of agents that have success with this? Absolutely, right? The second strategy I'm going to show you next is the one that we utilize personally, and that I truly believe, because I've done all of these strategies and have tried them all over the course of the 22 years. I'm not saying that this next one is better than this one in any form or fashion. I'm just saying to think about what fits your model, what you like to do, what your market's willing to find acceptable, if that's the right word, and just make sure that you know it, love it, and have passion delivering it, right? And you'll have a ton of success, and you'll make more money.